Today's episode was real personal to me. I was able to confront some of the failures that I had in my mortgage tech startup, Easy Mortgage Apps. I was able to talk about the journey of my partners and I, and what we view as failure, how we're able to take failure and bounce up off the mat, and how I personally have been able to deal with setting expectations, putting myself out there to an entire industry, telling them passionately this is what's going to happen, and then watch it happen and unfold, but not in the way that I narrated or not in the way that I predicted. And seeing that in other people's eyes as a failure, and therefore, do I feel like it's a failure? Does it affect how I tackle the next day? What are the 3 pieces that I looked at as success? Ability to exit, ability to beat that competitor, and ability to see where maybe you're in all the newspapers and all the, not as awards, but you're actually in all the articles and people are saying they're using you. And then the reality of during that journey, understanding the real successes are what the people in the team that worked with you think of you, what those who you served, your clients, think of you, and then ultimately what you learned and wouldn't do again, and did you put the time and effort into it that you wouldn't regret at the end of the journey. It's that and many of the other ways that Mike asked me personal questions and how I was able to deal with it. Mike, how were you able to deal with me?
On the other side of fear and rejection is the connection that we desire and need. When we have the willingness to actually get over what it is that we fear, we actually are able to create more opportunities in our business life, in our personal life, whatever it would be. What we were able to talk about in our last few MikeDrop shows is just the reality of going and doing the business. On the other side of it is something magical or something deeper or a connection that maybe you didn't have before. As we come across into more conference season, MBA secondary coming up, New England, digital mortgage, we have Originator Connect out in Las Vegas coming out for originators. These are all opportunities for connection, all opportunities to be making new appointments. What we should be looking for at the moment is not just shutting people off, although that's something that we may do. We're also looking for connection. And when we have that willingness connection, that's when the magic happens. That's when sales happens, because you just don't know when the person that you hang up on, maybe the person that you end up doing business with. With over 60 or 70% of originators doing business, if you were to just know 20% of those originators that already left the business and ask them for their past client database, and you're an originator, would you be comfortable enough to ask for the referral of their past clients?